by DraftKings. Under 1,000 players remain focused on the nearly $7.7 million first place prize.
Day 4! Let's go!
No, it's great to be here. It's great to be making day 4, even though I'm a bit short-stacked. Look out, I'm going to traumatise a few.
That's what we're here for, to traumatise.
Let's do it! 4, baby. Day 4. Hey, yeah! Go to day 5.
Whether you walk, hop, skip, or jump, just be ready for the Shuffle Up and Deal. Hi, everyone. Lon McCarron, along with my broadcast partner, Norman Chad. Kara Scott will join us from the floor. So many big names left, including Kid Poker Daniel Negreanu.
Kid Poker? He's 40 years old. That's a midlife crisis poker, for crying out loud.
The magician Antonio Esfandiari has a healthy stack.
This is his first main event as a dad, and he loves his baby boy, but trust me, check raising on day 4 beats changing diapers.
It's been 10 years since that guy Joe Hashem won the big one.
It's been 10 years since we heard Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. Lon, you're getting old.
Phil Hellmuth has some ground to make up on the field.
Oh, the poker brat will overwhelm that modest stack with his earbuds, his sunglasses, his shopping bag, his coffee, and his ego.
Hellmuth a long way from the day 4 chip leader Amar Anand, who is one of 3 players over $1 million, including pro Brian Hastings. Some other notables: Fatima Moreira de Mello won a gold medal in '08 in Olympic field hockey.
Go Phil Lock.
The main event gives anyone a chance to be a world champion. Even Fatima Moreira de Mello, who was already a world champion for the 10th straight year, over 6,000 players, paid 10 grand apiece for a shot at, as you would say, Norman, the last American gold rush. This year, the landscape is a bit different. Sure, there are amateurs, but there are an awful lot of big-name pros, too.
First of all, let me just say, I like it when you quote me. It suits you well. Second of all, I love big-name pros. I'd be thrilled if Daniel Negreanu, Antonio Esfandiari, or Phil Hellmuth went all the way. Third of all, because I'm a people person, people always ask me, who's going to win? I have no idea. I've never been right. Which reminds me, fourth of all, Phil Ivey, he's dead to me.
So you start with 170 or 270?
Don't rub it in like that.
170, right? Something said 270. I thought I read it somewhere 270.
You're talking about how many chips I deserve to have or how many chips I have?
No, I don't use that word in poker.
You're right.
It's a silly word to use.
I agree with you. So often I feel like I deserve $1 million in chips, and I'm right, but then sometimes I have $1 million in chips and I only deserve 500,000.
Hellmuth waxing philosophical with former World Poker Tour Player of the Year, Mukul Pahuja.
Hellmuth does not need the most chips at a table to be the captain of the table. He will be captain and commandant of this feature table.
Mukul, one of 6 below average stacks at this feature table. He's got a good seat to the left of the big stack, Lance Harris. Always fun to get insight into the mind of Phil Hellmuth. He tweeted recently, "Name of the game in the main event: to keep yourself alive." On Phil's right, Jay Kim, 30-year-old poker pro living in South Korea. And sporting the Blackhawks cap, Mike Cloud from Chicago, an amateur with 1 previous main event cash.
We started with 6,420 players. Nearly $7.7 million will go to the winner.
Brian DeLeon from the button with ace-7 off, raises to 11,000. The blinds are 2,500 and 5K with a 500 ante.
Lon, this is the main event, baby. I am stoked!
Kim folded, and the big blind is Hellmuth, now a 14-time World Series of Poker bracelet winner. He makes a call for 6,000 more.
Yeah, this is Hellmuth's 8th main event cash, tying him for 3rd all-time with Doyle Brunson and Bobby Baldwin.
And the flop, top pair and a flush draw for Hellmuth. He checks it to DeLeon.
Well, looks like the 37-year-old graphic designer right here is designing without a pencil. That's like fishing without a pole, Lon.
He bet 6,500.
That appears to be a red pleather mesh hat, a combination of 3 things I don't care for in any item of clothing, much less a hat.
14.
A check raise from Phil to 14,000.
I thought Hellmuth might just call there and let DeLeon stab at it again on the turn.
The self-described military brat taking on the poker brat. And he will fold it. And Hellmuth will stack the winnings.
Well, when he's not talking, Phil is usually happy. He's happy right now.
Phil Hellmuth looking for bracelet number 15. Still approximately 75 tables in action here in the Amazon room. The field continues to shrink. One player who's still in it, 94-year-old William Wachter. Yeah, 94.
Yeah, he learned to play poker while in the Merchant Marines 74 years ago.
Please give a very nice WSOP welcome and a salute to this man from Carmel, New York, Mr. William Wachter. want to say to all these guys here?
I didn't come here to lose. That's it. Shovel up and deal.
The scene a little earlier on day 4 as play officially got underway. Incidentally, Wachter isn't the oldest player ever to compete at the main event. That honor belongs to the late Jack Urey, who was 97 when he played. A flatter payout structure this year in which 1,000 players cashed. A bust out right now worth $15K. At an outer table, Daniel Negreanu jousting with amateur Ryan Tevis. After the turn, Tevis leads with a pair of jacks. He checks to Daniel on a Broadway draw.
Daniels won 6 bracelets, but as you can see, apparently the World Series of Poker gave him all black leather ones.
Negreanu will bet it.
Tevis, a LA Poker Pro, also sells flywheels for automatic transmissions. I've got to tell you, those guys get all the great women.
Tevis probably not looking to build a big pot, but he will make the call, and they'll see a river. The river is the Queen of Diamonds. Negreanu gets there via Broadway.
What a card. Daniel was married a few years ago and got divorced. I think that's the last time he ran bad. Actually, maybe he ran good then.
Oh, and Tevis looking like he wants to put chips in the middle. 55,500.
Boy, Daniel lives such a good life. He gets the other guy to lead into him here. Daniel with the nuts straight. Maybe the backdoor flush that got there worries him.
Yeah, Tevis has no diamond in his hand. And Daniel with that ace of diamonds, maybe that helps this raise here.
I didn't even see that that was a diamond. That's a diamond. When he said flush, I'm like, what do I need flush? Oh my gosh.
But Daniel has a tell. He definitely does not have a flush here.
He didn't even see it was a Queen of Diamonds, he said. Can I take that raise back?
Well, Tevis has a tell right now. He looks beat.
I have to put my glasses back on.
Well, Tevis considering making this call. It would be for almost another 100,000. He does give it up, and the 2014 Poker Hall of Famer takes about half of Tevis's stack.
That is a fact. But I did have a better hand than you.
The 36-year-old Tevis finished 447th in the main 2 years ago. Daniel with a healthy pile of chips, almost twice the room average.
He likes to work out. Daniel needs to work out to handle all these chips.
Back over to the featured table now where Phil Hellmuth is holding court.
You think that's the guy that just had top set hold up?
Nah, he's the guy
That's the guy that just made the flush.
He just cracked the top set.
Mike Cloud, the amateur from Chicago, king 10 of clubs, and a raise to 11,000.
Like, they get it in so bad, and then they hit their card, and then they scream and yell, and you just sit there like...
Thank you.
De Leon folds to Jay Kim. King, Queen of Diamonds.
Born in Los Angeles, but now plays online in Seoul, South Korea.
You don't like that word deserve.
Hellmuth, born in Madison, Wisconsin, but nowadays the world is his stage.
Action on Phil Hellmuth on the button. Ace, deuce of diamonds.
11?
11.
Amateur and a pro already in the hand, and the button looking to get flop lucky.
Well, if Phil raised and someone called him with ace-deuce on the button, he would berate them. Maybe Phil will berate himself later.
59-year-old retired Wall Street trader Rick Barabino, and the big blind comes along with 9-5 off. 4 players. 10, 6, 8, 2 diamonds. Hellmuth favored with a nut flush draw. Cloud is best with top pair, which he checks now to Kim.
Check.
Gives away to Hellmuth.
Kim thought about semi-bluffing with his king-high flush draw. Hellmuth definitely thinking about the same thing with his ace-high flush draw.
I'm all in.
You heard the man. Wow, he shoves for 113.5.
Hellmuth usually doesn't like to put himself at risk, but he likes this spot. Cloud, a tech guy.
I'll take this one. You take the next one.
That's what I'm figuring. I don't know. All right.
Top pair.
All right, deal.
So how mad would you be if I called with just a naked flush draw in overs?
He'd be ecstatic until you somehow beat him. Then the wrath of the world would come down on you.
Kim started the hand with 58 big blinds.
So good.
Yeah, this would be for about 40% of his stack.
Shove Queen Jack. If you're a legend, you wouldn't just shove Queen Jack like that, would you? But you wouldn't shove it straight either. 114 into 10, 20, 30, 40. Yeah, I'm a fold.
No, give him his hand back. What does he have, the king, queen of diamonds? Give him his cards back.
Ace nine of diamonds.
I have an ace-high flush draw. When you said
You have an ace-high flush draw? Oh, okay. Yeah, I had exactly king.
You were just dead. Why didn't you put it in? You're supposed to call there. Oh, my God.
You really had ace-high flush draw?
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, the I mean, either I just lied to a million people. Wait, there's going to be 5 million people watch this at least.
5 million people watch this lot? We've got a dress bet.
I can't check. I can check. I could check. Diamond pops off. I'm doubled up.
We are deep in Phil Hellmuth's world here on day 4. The 2015 World Series of Poker is presented by DraftKings. Play weekly fantasy football for free and win huge cash prizes. Get to DraftKings.com now. And in part by the WSOP social game, poker's #1 mobile game. Free download available now in the App Store and Google Play. $10,000 gives you a shot to be the next world champion and the opportunity for a huge payday. But it also gives you a seat with the biggest names in the game. Poker players set their own schedules, meander their way through countless tournament stops across the country and all over the world. Yet they all find their way back to Las Vegas for the main event. It's a family reunion, poker style.
Just wave at the camera, buddy. There you go, Marty. Get in there, buddy. Get in there.
I'm trying to call my dad so he can meet Ray Romano. My dad's watched your reruns more than anybody in the country.
So, Ronnie, we won't bust him then.
Big stars from many different worlds were here.
Hello, is this Mary? Your son, Alice, he's being mean to Brad.
Where was he raised?
In a sense, yes.
Brad and Ray should do TV.
Loose aggressive.
Always unusual sights at the main event, but everyone comes here with a love for the game of poker. It's the sport of every man, every woman, every Matiso.
No, that's the best sound I've seen since Bush was president.
Oh, my God. $10,000 Nestle's Punch Bar right there.
Pain.
Boom. Maximum pain.
Along the way, some big names were eliminated before day 4. Greg Merson, Phil Ivey.
Thanks for coming.
God!
Ronnie Barta's record of 5 straight main event cashes came to an end. The grinder Michael Mizrachi is gone. Phil Galfond, so long. Greg Raymer out of here. Brad Garrett, all in, all out.
Oh, the main event just got a lot less fun.
So at least next year.
Breaking Bad's Aaron Paul busted early, as did James Woods.
See you next year, boys.
Defending champion Martin Jacobson was knocked out on day 1 of this year's main event. Johnny Chan, still the last back-to-back main event champion in 1987 and 88.
626 left. There's the chip leader, Amr Anand. He's a product manager at Airbnb.
Poker players always need rooms. This guy knows his market.
JC Tran still here.
Time to move on from the Sacramento Kings, JC. They're duds.
Duds with a new arena.
Everyone has a new arena.
Tim Riley's playing in his 5th consecutive main event.
He's a Patriots, Bruins, and Celtics fan. That's 3 strikes and you're out, Tim. Good knowing you.
And there's Tim's new bride, Ness Riley.
Studied economics at La Sorbonne? Yeah. And I studied happy hour economics at La Maryland.
Ness and her opponent, Bryce Yockey, both flopped 2 pair. Yockey has the best of it with queens up. This is his 4th cash at this year's World Series.
27-year-old LA pro.
Action on Ness Riley. She and Tim were married less than a year ago and happily playing this main event, supporting each other.